like a really important bounce back win for the team after last night.
Yeah. I mean, last night was lots of compliments on an incredible game. You know, it didn't go our way, so hopefully we have another tight one that goes our way this week. But overall we played really well today. We know Newfoundland, we know those players, and we know they can bring it. So it was really important to come out really solid.
What's the confidence level of maybe yourself playing personally just after this season that you've had so far coming into this event?
I feel really similar to last year, which is a good thing because I had a good tournament last year, so I can't complain about that. So personally, I feel like, I can keep up with anyone here, so I'm not worried about that at my position. And, team chemistry is always building, so as we go along and truck along and make lots of different shots and call different shots, it keeps building, in a positive way, so that's pretty exciting.
So you feel like the momentum is kind of going forward at this point? Is there anything else where you kind of feel like maybe there's a little bit of work that needs to be done to kind of get into that mindset you need to be in?
Always work to be done. Like, there's never not times when you want to do a little bit of work on tweaking things here and there. But I would say we're trending in the right direction for sure. A lot of confidence out there in that back half of the game. I don't really think we missed a thing. We had the lead, so you're into the hitting game. But at the same time, when we had to throw a draw, we were throwing that with confidence too.
You were very reflective at the end of Halifax, at the end of the trials. I know that was an incredible moment for you personally. Has that kind of changed your mindset or feeling coming into this event and just competing at this level?
For me, I'm kind of at the point where everything feels like I'm just, I probably said at the trials too, I'm just like grateful to be where I am. So I feel that same way about being here. Again, I'm like, I see it on TSN, and they're like, Jillian Brothers, 9th Scotties appearance. And I'm like, what? Since when? So that feels surprising to me because I don't feel like I have that much more experience than everyone here, because I'm always still so excited to be here and do my best. But I can't lie, it's amazing to be here and be 3-1 instead of 1-3, because I've had lots of those experiences as well. And it's a lot harder to be there, so it's really exciting to be here. So for me to have a different mindset on beating all these teams instead of maybe being a little bit scared to lose, that feels really good. But I just gave Allison a hug when I saw her coming out, because I'm like, you guys are doing so great. We're so proud of you. So we're so proud to see that youth coming through Nova Scotia, and we're here for them for whatever kind of questions or support they need. Rock info, we were kind of glad they were in the other pool, so we can just feed them lots of information and try to get them into the playoffs with us.
And you guys had to play at such a high level in order to allow for this opportunity to happen. How special is that in the province to see this?
As soon as that happened last year, we were like, this is so exciting that we get to experience this with another Nova Scotia team, to be able to have two teams here. It was pretty much surreal, almost still is. People don't understand the impact that can have for us to just, not saying it's guaranteed we're going to win provincials, but for us to go to provincials and if we won again, it just declines another opportunity for a team again. So it's really special to have another Nova Scotia team here. And it's great that they're younger because it gives them confidence and experience that it's hard to come by. How do you get that anywhere else, right? And they didn't compete a lot outside of the Maritimes. So for them, I think it's really cool to be able to play against, Caitlin Laws and all these teams from across the country. But seeing today they had a tough one this morning, but to see actual success against teams that are winning their provinces or territories, it's so good.
Yeah, it's been a good week so far for us. I think we're kind of on the right side of the inch, and we're playing really well, especially against those teams that we want to have a good game against. We know they're going to come out firing, so we have to be really precise, and it's been going well so far.
Have you had kind of maybe a moment outside of the ice where you just kind of realize and taking all this in, where you're just like, wow, this is incredible?
Yeah, I mean, dream of playing here for so long, and we finally get here, and we want to make the most of our opportunity, and we're absolutely thankful to be here, but we also know that we can win and do well here, so we want to make sure that we're playing our best too. But it's a dream come true.
How have the dads been doing so far?
Well, the dad of my child flew home today because he has to practice for his own provincials. So good luck to him. So my parents are here to help, but all the dads are holding in tough and absolute rock stars watching after all the kids. So we're very thankful to have everyone here.
Is this team where at the level that it needs to be at to continue on this path going forward?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're playing really well, and we're calling the right shots and within the tolerance of everything that we're playing. So if we can just continue that, I think we'll have a good chance against all the teams.
Awesome. Wanted today, but yesterday you guys got that first win, and I'm just wondering, how could you summarize how your week has been so far?
Absolutely. So our week so far, we haven't been playing as sharp as we obviously want to be. We had a good game yesterday, came in when we needed to. Today, not so much, but we're going to regroup, build on that, and move forward to the second half of the week.
What are some of the things that you guys think you'll need to kind of hone in on this week?
I think our big problem right now is our draw weight. We're not quite catching on as early as we should be. Last night it was a little slower with the less crowd, so just really focusing in on that. Also reading the ice, different temperatures, we're getting a little different results. So just really, focusing on that.
For you personally, what's it like to be here wearing these colors representing your province?
It's amazing. There's no other province, obviously, I'd rather be representing. So super proud to wear the Newfoundland colors and take it all in while we're here and enjoy every moment.
Can you tell me a little bit about the makeup of the team, like Stacy playing lead? It's just kind of...
Yeah, absolutely. So when we threw this team together, it was I reached out to Stacy, and it just so happened that they already had 3. So I went kind of back to Newfoundland. I've been out of Newfoundland a couple of years. So we threw it all together, and we came up with a lineup that we thought would get us through provincials, which worked. And it's really great to have her as a rookie skip. I lean on her a lot.
I'm curious if you have any. This is a little bit of a left field, but what's your fifth end intermission snack? Your go-to?
Right now it's mini eggs.
Just the season.
Yeah, usually mini eggs. Got us through provincials, so we're gonna keep running with it.
This week.
Just trying to go into every game, one game at a time, one shot at a time, and really working on our communication and just trusting each other and trusting the team.
It's just kind of trying to stay loose and keep it easy out there, and which we bring from off the ice, so it works well.
Kayla talked about the team going to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that. Wasn't it over Christmas?
Yeah. Yeah, so we spent Christmas and New Year's in Japan as a team, so it was so much fun. It was awesome. It was really nice to just kind of have a trip together. We did curl, obviously, but we spent the first 5 days just exploring Tokyo and just enjoying Japan, and it was so much fun.
What was the best food or experience you had?
All the food was so good. That was by far my favorite experience, but the ramen was my favorite. Actually, that was my second favorite. My first was the Wagyu beef, which is odd for me. I'm not the biggest meat eater, but it was so good.
What do you think it'll take for this team right now to kind of elevate it to the next level, to have a good run here for the rest of the week?
I think really just kind of sticking to our own game plan and not getting sucked into others, and just really trusting ourselves, like I said, just trusting ourselves, trusting our teammates, and doing our own roles out there and getting the best of each other.
That's awesome. And last question, because I've always wanted to ask you this. You put the sorting hat on your head. What is it? What house is it?
Okay, well, that's a little controversial. I think I would be a Ravenclaw. I think truly I'd be a Hufflepuff, but then the test tells me I'm a Slytherin. So you can take that how you want.
You're not brave?
No.
Congratulations. First win.
Thanks.
What's going through your mind right now?
Oh, every emotion, I think. Yeah, it's pretty surreal for me and Emily. We got our first Scotties win, and our whole family was here to see it. Couldn't be happier.
Awesome. And you have some teammates who have been here before.
Yes.
How do you lean on them during a game like this?
Oh, well, just when the TV's, all around us all of a sudden, that was my first time that has happened. So Veronica just reminds me to take a breath. It's just a curling game. Just focus on what we have to do. And yeah, their experience definitely shines through.
And walk me through that 10th end. You were up against quite the pressure cooker at the end there.
We were just trying to leave me a shot. I knew I was going to have a tough one there, so we just peel, be patient, and luckily I didn't even have to throw my last one.
Yeah, I love it. And your coach as well, obviously a world of experience.
Mm-hmm.
How do you look to him in moments like that?
Oh, he's just a wealth of knowledge. It's hard to put into words how helpful Peter is on the bench. You know, he's always there to just remind me that I do know what I'm doing. And if I get into a tough situation like that where, you know, the strategy might get a little tricky, he's always there to show us what to do. And yeah, he's just so knowledgeable and we really lean on him.
And does this win kind of give you confidence for the rest of the week?
Definitely, yeah. We had our first 2 games were a little rough. We had to get our footing under us. You know, it's different playing on stadium ice, which is something we don't do. So it took me a while to adjust, but I think that game we finally knew what we were doing. We had our draw weight. We knew how the ice was moving. And yeah, so hopefully we can take what we learned today and carry it through to the next games.
And last question, looks like you had a lot of support there. What does it mean to you to see so many PI fans?
Oh, it's amazing. Every time we look up into the stands to see our family, and especially little James is always there. I don't know if you've seen the pretty cute baby up there, our #1 fan, so it's always nice. Even when we're missing shots, just to look, they're always smiling at us, and they don't care if we win or we lose. They're always on our side. So it's great to have them here.
I got one last one for you. What is your team's go-to intermission 5th minute break snack?
Ooh, well, mine personally is Sour Patch Kids. But we have lots of really good treats in there. I don't know if you saw that snackle box we have behind the bench that Peter's always kind of nibbling on. But yeah, we have candy, fruit, cheese, but I'm the Sour Patch queen.